Hi, I'm Wenjie. My topic of presentation is Constructivism Approach with Integration of E-Learning for Nursing Skill Teaching. Singapore embarked on the journey of leverage technology for teaching and learning more than a decade ago. This was from newspaper Today. The educators would stress that focus on ICT use in school should be more on meaningful learning. The social media and technology has transformed the way of educators teach. Mobile phone and tablet, once banned in some classrooms, are now an integral part of students' learning. Teachers are increasingly using information and communication technology, which is ICT, to deepen the students' learning and keep them actively engaged during lessons. This is one of the primary school blackboard, Ask and Learn. Primary school subjects have been embedded to all different types of games and interactive activities. It certainly engaged the children. They learn through playing. With the advancement in educational technology and the internet access in the recent years, nursing academia is also on the move to shift the teaching and learning to ICT-enabled learning. These are some of apps developed by our School of Academic Staff for the students' nursing textbook as well. So the students do not need to carry the heavy and the thick textbook, rather than they just need to put the textbook inside the pocket. To cultivate students' clinical reasoning skills, for any nursing skill teaching, we need to support certain theory behind the rationale. However, sometimes the student gave feedback in module evaluation survey. They said, please plan the lesser time for theory. We need more time to practice the skill. I do agree with that. And the student come to nursing skill laboratory session, which suppose a hands-on session. But sometimes the theory of content could take up a lot of class time. We are facing a digital generation of students. In our School of Health Sciences, all nursing students are equipped with iPod Touch for iPhone. Accessing e-material is on their fingertips. As mentioned earlier, our faculty had developed a quite number of apps and e-textbook to facilitate the students' learning. How to embed more e-learning in nursing skill laboratory is remained a challenge. Many researchers had recognized e-learning could benefit the students' learning in many ways. Hagstad and Hayes 2005 evaluated interactive courses used for educating advanced practice nurses. The result indicated significantly higher post-test knowledge scores obtained after the completion of 2 online modules, back pain and dermatology. This result is compared to the pre-test knowledge scores obtained prior to starting the module. The result focusing on the program satisfaction, participants evaluated the online modules as innovative, time-saving, convenient, available, and economical. Wilson et al. 2004 find that post-graduation nurses enjoyed the online program flexibility, appreciated having control over where and when they learned, and they liked the quality learning materials. Swan 2005 findings that RN to BSN students taking an online epidemiology modules rated the experience as more flexible, stimulating, and creative than a traditional classroom lecture. However, technology alone will not promise effective teaching and learning outcomes. Educators can enhance teaching learning outcomes through the interactive e-learning. This will facilitate a nursing student to conveniently engage the learning and enable them to create new knowledge. Both Tamart 2002 and Oliver 2001 state that use of learning theories can contribute to quality e-learning courses by providing a framework for the development and the implementation of appropriate teaching learning activities. Constructivism is a theoretical foundation that supports a transforming from teacher-centered to a learner-centered, from Young and Maxwell 2007. Constructivism theory encourages learners to build an own body of knowledge based on individual experience and to apply this knowledge directly to the environment. In constructivism, the individual is at the center of the social process, with focus on learning rather than on teaching, which is from Ali et al. At 2004. To develop effective teaching learning nursing skills, I would like to use the conceptual framework proposed by Kala and Ponton in 2010. This is a model for nursing education by electronic learning and the constructivism. In this model, e-learning is integrated with a constructivism approach. It lays out the educator's role in enhancing active learning, which is to engage students' learning by different teaching approach. An educator also to facilitate students' learning via social interaction, such as peers interaction, peer learning, and peer discussion. And last but not least, is to design the content and multimedia learning material in regards to the students' perceptual knowledge. To evaluate the course effectiveness, it entails assessment of e-learning experience by evaluating of learning materials and the students' assessment. For example, in nursing skill teaching, all nursing students have iPod or iPhone in their hand, which allows them to access any e-platform material easily. Educators modify the teaching method, such as use a flipped classroom by instructing the student to read the e-textbook, putting on the e-material, PowerPoint slide in the blackboard before the student come to the class. So during the class session, based on the pre-existing knowledge, students continue to build on their learning through the observing teacher skill demonstration and the peer skill practice or interaction. After class, educators make blackboard discussion forum available in which continue to support the students' learning while clarify their doubt. Other skill teaching videos and e-games will be supplement the students' learning in terms of teaching consistency and the interactivity. And all the teaching material have to be based on the evidence-based practice. To evaluate the course effectiveness, the student will be assessed through the practical test and during the clinical attachment in hospital. The students' feedback through the module evaluation survey will help educators to improve on the quality of the. How well do it? This is a sample lesson plan for one of the nursing skill session for our year 1 student, oxygen therapy. So this will help me to demonstrate how I integrate the e-learning and the constructivism in the nursing skill teaching. During the pre-face-to-face, the e-textbook has been downloaded into students' iPod or iPhone. So PowerPoint slides and other e-material will be available in the NP's mobile e-learning board. Then during the face-to-face phase, actual material and scenario will be given to the student, which is based on the scenario base. So the theory of oxygen therapy will be eliminated and the student are expected to complete the pre-reading during the pre-face-to-face period. So the teacher will go straight to demonstrate the skill on how to provide patient with oxygen therapy. So there are Q&A going on while teacher's demonstration, which will help to teachers to assess the students' pre-existing knowledge. And after that, students will be grouped up for the practice the skills. So peer learning and the interaction will be observed during this session. And with student permission, the teacher can also video record the student's performance by using the iMovie. Then the teacher will upload the video to the group discussion forum. So after the class, the student can view the video and critique the own or peer skill performance. So it generates another round of the discussion and clarifying of the doubt. In post face-to-face period, The teacher will also make the teaching video for Oxygen Therapy available in video platform, which is called iVid. It will help students to watch the video anytime, and this video will ensure the skill consistency because this video is done by the lecturers. And other interactive e-games relates to the topic of oxygen therapy, also designed to reinforce the theory part. So this is a hyperlink which I created using the iStream, one of the interactive PowerPoint slides. This is an e-textbook with a learning objective, definition, and a step-by-step of the skills for oxygen therapy. This is an oxygen therapy PowerPoint slide and other relevant e-material available in MP Mail Blackboard. To standardize the skill steps and ensure the skill teaching consistency, we also produce the teaching videos, which is done by our faculty members, and upload it on the MP video platform for students to access when and where they want. This is the e-game I created for oxygen therapy. The e-game will give a student a simulated clinical environment while scenario-based. So students will be able to practice to see how the oxygen therapy to be administered to the patient in clinical. So the student will be able to see that how the nurses and patient conversation, and the quiz also be integrated with the games. For the course effectiveness evaluation, the student will be assessed by various of formative assessment, such as practical tests to assess the practical skill performance, the class test to assess the theory component, the reasoning skills, and the other unauthenticated components which I highlighted in red color. For students' evaluation, we can get the students' input from the module evaluation survey and conduct through the user satisfaction survey. That's all for my presentation. Thank you very much.